All right, so we're diving into all this stuff about AI and sales automation, and
Yeah,
it looks like we've got a ton of great resources you've sent over.
it's exciting stuff.
Videos, articles, all sorts of things. And this should be really helpful for anybody out there who's running a small business or freelancing or as an entrepreneur,
Absolutely.
or even if you're on a team at a big company.
Yeah.
We're going to break down how AI is changing the sales game right now in 2025. And I think one of the things I'm most excited about is we're going to look at some examples
Yeah.
of real tools that people are using
Real world examples.
and give people some steps they can take to start automating some of these
Yes.
tedious tasks that are just eating up time in their day.
And it's not just,
Yeah.
theory. We're seeing people build this stuff live and demonstrate it. So
I know, it's so cool.
yeah, it's really cool.
It's like a backstage pass to the future of sales. But before we jump into all of that,
yeah.
I think it's important to remember this one fundamental principle,
Yeah.
and it's something that I was reminded of building relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say my cats are not too happy with me right now because I was trying to take some shortcuts, and they're giving me the cold shoulder. So I heard
That's a
this-
great analogy, though,
Yeah,
because it's really about building trust and rapport with your customers.
exactly.
Yeah, I can't rush the relationship.
And you can't expect instant conversions either.
Yeah, you got to put in the time and effort.
Yeah.
You got to have that consistent follow-up.
And that is, I think, one of the biggest challenges for a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs is that consistent follow-up.
Yes.
It feels like a monumental task.
It is. It's a pain point that comes up a lot in these sources too.
Yeah.
This follow-up fatigue.
Totally.
And they emphasize multiple touches, often up to 7, to convert a lead.
7 touches.
Yeah. 7.
That's a lot. No wonder everybody's so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So that's where AI comes in.
To the rescue.
Yeah, and it's instead of you having to grind it out, you've got this AI assistant
Yeah.
who's doing all the heavy lifting for you.
Exactly.
And I think one of the coolest examples is this one entrepreneur who built an AI sales bot
I love this example.
that automatically calls leads and qualifies them based on
Yeah.
criteria that he sets.
It's incredible. And he shares like a snippet of the voice and the script. And it's surprisingly human.
So it actually picks up the phone and makes calls.
It does, the call.
I'm a little blown away by this.
Yeah, and it makes conversation.
That's
So
amazing.
it's really engaging for potential customers.
Wow. So I'm curious to hear what kind of impact this has had on his business.
Yeah, so he was spending about $2,000 a week just managing those initial interactions
Yeah.
that came in through his website contact form. And he says this solution has just freed up his time and saved him a ton of money.
That's a serious return on investment.
It is a great return on investment.
Did he happen to mention the specific tools that he was using?
Yeah, he does. He mentions using make.com, Air AI Twilio fill-out
So
form.
it's a few different tools working together.
But I think the takeaway there is you can use these tools to automate those initial outreach calls
Yeah.
to qualify your leads and then free up your time.
I love it. And hey, if you're finding Deep Dive helpful so far, don't forget to like this video
Yes.
and share it with other entrepreneurs who could benefit.
Spread the knowledge.
Now let's move beyond calls and talk about another area where AI can really,
Okay.
I think, revolutionize sales, and that's email follow-up.
That's a great one. And another creator shared his strategy for automating personalized email follow-ups using make.com and Gmail.
Mm-hmm.
And he emphasized the importance of timing, specifically sending a personalized follow-up email a week.
A whole week after the initial.
Contact.
I always feel like I have to follow up like right away.
I think that's a common
Yeah.
misconception.
Do you think so?
Yeah, he says waiting actually makes the follow-up feel less pushy
Oh, that's
and
interesting.
more natural.
What?
It gives the lead time to digest the information, and it increases the chances of a positive response.
So it takes the pressure off of you.
Exactly.
To be
That's you like
confidence.
right there, right away.
Yeah, on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that approach, but I am curious how he makes sure that the emails actually sound personalized.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sound like I'm sending out some
Yeah.
generic, mass-produced thing.
So he uses make.com to
Mhm.
create filters that check for replies and make sure there's a natural conversational flow so it feels like back and forth.
Yeah.
And then he emphasizes using labels in Gmail to keep things organized
Okay.
for the automation to work.
Yeah.
It's all about making it feel personal and authentic.
So we've got AI making calls, sending personalized emails. What other sales tasks can
Yeah.
we hand over to our AI assistant?
Another creator focused on building a complete sales CRM and automation system
Okay.
in ClickUp.
Yeah.
And his approach is all about minimizing what he calls diffusion of responsibility,
Diffusion of responsibility.
which sounds a little academic, but
Yeah, break that down for us.
basically it means making sure everyone on your team knows exactly who is responsible for what
Okay.
at each stage of the sales process.
Yeah.
So you eliminate confusion by clearly defining roles and handoffs within the CRM.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working with a team, you got to have that system in place. Did he mention any specific strategies for how he organizes the sales process?
Yeah, so he uses a simple but effective 5-stage sales pipeline. Intake meeting, booked, waiting, proposal, won and lost. Each stage has its own set of tasks and automated actions
Right.
that move the lead through the pipeline.
Got it. So what does that look like in terms of the automation?
For example, he automates email follow-ups after a meeting is booked, and then the CRM updates in real time to reflect the lead's progress.
So nothing falls through the cracks.
Exactly.
Everybody gets the right communication at the right time. That's really cool. It sounds like he's built this system where all the tedious admin work,
It's all taken care of.
and you can just focus on strategy.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of AI-powered sales automation.
Yeah.
It's not about replacing human interaction. It's about augmenting our capabilities
I love that.
so we can work smarter, not harder.
All right, so we've seen how AI can handle those initial outreach calls, send personalized email follow-ups, manage an entire sales pipeline. It's changing the game in a big way, but we're just getting started. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into how service-based businesses can leverage AI for automation. We've got some really creative tactics coming up that you won't want to miss.
Yes, stay tuned.
And don't forget to hit that like button and share this deep dive with your network. We'll be right back.
So now let's talk about how service-based businesses
Okay.
can use AI to automate their sales.
Yeah, this is an area I'm really interested in
Yeah.
because I think service businesses have a unique set of challenges
They do.
when it comes to sales. So I'm curious to see how AI can help.
So one entrepreneur shared some really great strategies for using a platform called Go High Level, which is specifically designed for service businesses. And one of the key takeaways is the importance of tailoring your approach to each service that you offer.
Great.
So for example, if you're an HVAC company, you wouldn't use the same messaging for installation inquiries as you would for repair requests.
You got to segment your audience
Yeah.
and customize your communication based on their needs
Exactly. And Go High Level lets you create different lead forms and engagement sequences.
that are tailored to each service.
So you're not just sending out these generic
No,
messages,
okay.
you're giving them targeted information.
Yeah, that makes sense. But how do you make sure that those automated messages are engaging? Because let's be real, nobody wants to read a
Yeah.
boring email about HVAC systems.
So he had this really clever tactic of using visuals to increase engagement. So imagine sending a text message follow-up that includes a picture
Ooh,
of a sleek, brand new HVAC system
how about that?
after someone inquires about installation.
A picture's worth 1,000 words.
It is.
Yeah, so much more compelling than just plain text.
Absolutely. Visuals can make a huge difference in capturing attention and conveying information quickly and effectively.
Now, I know persistence is key in sales,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to be annoying.
There's a fine line.
How do you make sure you're not overwhelming people?
Yeah, so he emphasized removing leads from a sequence once they've replied. So you're not bombarding them with messages if they've already expressed interest or booked a service.
You don't want to overdo it. Got it. So you're striking that balance between nurturing the relationship,
Right.
but also respecting their time.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that approach. Now, respecting people's time. Let's talk about one of the biggest frustrations in sales.
Ugh,
Those call no-shows.
the worst.
I think every business owner has experienced that disappointment where you set aside time for a call and then the person just doesn't show up.
It's so frustrating.
So I'm really curious to hear about this system that one of the entrepreneurs shared.
Yes, he built this amazing system using Airtable, and it automatically follows up with prospects who miss scheduled calls.
No more wasted time trying to figure out
Right.
who to contact and what to say.
Exactly. It's all automated.
That's awesome. How does it work?
So basically, it triggers a sequence of emails,
Okay.
and then it logs all the interactions within the CRM.
So you have a clear record of everything. That's really cool. I know this is all starting to sound like a dream come true.
I know, it's pretty amazing.
But I'm curious to know, how technical do you have to be to set up these automations?
That's a common concern, but the good news is these platforms are designed to be user-friendly,
Okay,
even if you're not a tech wizard.
that's good to hear.
And there are tons of resources online to help you get started.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground already, but there's still more to explore.
Definitely.
Up next, we're going to talk about the bigger picture. and how all of these AI-powered tools and strategies
Okay.
can help you scale your sales efforts
Yes.
without losing that personal touch.
It's the best of both worlds.
Stay tuned.
And what's really cool is how this can be tailored to fit so many different
Yeah.
businesses and sales processes.
Yeah, it's not one size fits all.
It's not a magic bullet.
Yeah.
It's about having the tools that you can adapt to your needs.
And it's not about replacing human connection with robots. It's
Great.
empowering ourselves
Exactly.
with these amazing tools to work smarter,
Yeah.
reach more people, and grow our businesses.
It's about augmenting our capabilities.
Yes.
Freeing up our time
Exactly.
to focus on what we do best, building relationships.
Yes.
Providing great service closing deals.
So what does all this mean for the person out there
Right.
who's a small business owner, a freelancer, an entrepreneur?
It means you have the power to automate those tedious tasks without sacrificing that personal touch.
That's key.
That's so important for building those lasting relationships.
It's no longer about grinding it out,
Yeah.
burning yourself out, working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, exactly.
And using AI to create a more efficient sales process.
And that brings us to a final thought-provoking question.
Okay, I like it.
What other areas of your business could benefit from this kind of automation?
Oh, that's good. And let's brainstorm here for a second.
Think about your onboarding process for new clients,
Mm-hmm.
your customer support interactions, even your social media engagement.
You're right. It's not just limited to sales. It can apply to so many
Different parts of your business.
to streamline things and make things more efficient.
And enhance that customer experience.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is we're really just scratching the surface
It's the beginning.
of what's possible with AI.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as these technologies continue to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative and exciting applications.
I'm excited to see what the future holds.
I know, me too.
Mm.
All right, that's a wrap on our deep dive
Now listen.
into AI for sales automation. We've explored a ton of tool strategies, real-world examples that can help you transform your sales process
Yes.
and take your business to that next level.
Yeah.
If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like this video and share it with other entrepreneurs who could benefit. Until next time, keep innovating.
Keep automating.
Keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible
Yes.
in the world of business.